$660,000 people are driving distracted at one time. 400 cars worth of these people will not be alive next year. The high distracted velocities that these people will drive at does not give them enough time to react. The negative acceleration from their brakes was not enough. At 60 miles an hour, they needed to drive 352 feet to react. The brakes stopped the car after 484 feet. If they were not distracted, they would have had 132 extra feet, even after they already stopping safely on the side of the road. Furthermore, the velocities of a car on a throughway are enough to cause extreme damage to a driver's neck if they are to slam on the brakes. The extra time provided by non-distracted driving is enough for a person to be able to glide to a stop rather than slam on their brakes.
Even further, a distracted driver whose reaction time has already been hindered by the phone, who is driving at high velocities, already has a relatively low reaction time due to the high gradient slope of distance that is being traveled over time. Finally, taking a second to acknowledge the fact that stopping does not necessarily mean avoiding collision, it must be said that the force of a collision is much higher against a car of high speeds than that of a railing at decreasing speeds, due to your brakes being applied and a movement to the side of the road. An inability to stop requires your body to try and survive a high-velocity impact, which ultimately it will not.
While the aforementioned statistics seem admittedly bleak, they still remain only a hypothetical for at least you in particular. This means that, for one, if you drive undistracted, it is not too late to continue your ways. But for another, if you drive distracted, even just occasionally, there is still time for you to change before the statistics are no longer a hypothetical. The easiest way to provide some semblance of safety is to ensure that your brakes are well maintained, thoroughly inspected, and will provide support in a dangerous situation. However, this situation only works when paired with a number of steps that can be taken to ensure that you will not drive distracted. To ensure that you will not drive distracted, the best way is to always keep your phone in the trunk of the car and on silent so that you will not be tempted to try and grab it. If you find yourself to be less and less tempted by your phone as the days go on, it may be okay to move it to the back seat, still silent. If necessary, over time, you may move the phone to the front for maps and for the aux port. But if you find yourself tempted, repeat step 1. The only way to prevent crashes due to phone use is to not use your phone at all in the car.